In order to ensure that diversity and inclusivity initiatives are effective, it's important to measure and evaluate their impact on the workplace culture. In this lesson, we'll discuss why it's important to measure and evaluate diversity and inclusivity initiatives and the different ways to do it effectively. So, key point number 1. Measuring the impact of diversity and inclusivity initiatives requires collecting data that shows how the initiatives have affected the workplace culture. And this data can include employee feedback, performance metrics, and diversity statistics. So, let's go into a little bit of explanation on this. Employee feedback can be collected through surveys, focus groups, or one-on-one interviews. And this feedback can provide insight into how employees feel about the workplace culture and how the diversity and inclusivity initiatives have affected their experiences. What about performance metrics such as turnover rates, employee engagement scores, and productivity? These can all provide necessary insight into the impact of these initiatives. Diversity statistics, such as the percentage of employees from underrepresented groups, can provide a baseline for measuring progress over time. Secondly, and very importantly, in order to effectively evaluate diversity and inclusivity initiatives, it's important to set clear goals and objectives for those initiatives. So let's go into that a little bit more. Those clear goals and objectives will help ensure that these initiatives are actually aligned with the company's overall strategy and values. And these goals should be measurable and specific, such as increasing the representation of underrepresented groups in leadership positions by a certain percentage over the next year, for example. By setting clear goals and objectives, companies can evaluate the success of their initiatives and then use that to make data-driven decisions about how to improve them. Thirdly, and importantly, let's talk about ensuring that diversity and inclusive initiatives are actually effective. It's really important to, as we've said, make data-driven decisions based on the results of your evaluations to drive the effectiveness of these types of initiatives. Once the data is being collected and evaluated, it's important to then make decisions based on that data. And this might involve tweaking existing initiatives, launching new initiatives, or making changes to the company's overall strategy. By making data-driven decisions, companies can ensure that their diversity and inclusivity initiatives are effective and aligned with their overall goals and objectives. Now, measuring and evaluating the impact of diversity and inclusivity initiatives is crucial for creating a workplace culture that is inclusive and welcoming for all employees. As you've learned in this lesson, by collecting data, setting clear goals, and making data-driven decisions, companies and successful managers and teams like yours can ensure that their initiatives are effective and aligned with the overall strategy.